Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. We all just come together. There's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Grand rising to you, billionaires. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put in a book, we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. It's a study of black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. Well, you can pick up that book by simply going to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. You'll find that link in the description above or below. Well, billionaires, we're continuing along into our journey into The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. And we are into chapter number 7. We're going to be talking about gratitude today. So I've been absolutely enjoying what we've been covering here as we go through this short book. And I think we'll have about another week left before we finish this book. But we're going to get right into this thing today, man. Chapter 7 from The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace Wattles. The chapter is titled Gratitude. Let's read. The illustrations given in the last chapter will have conveyed to the reader the fact that the first step towards getting rich is to convey the idea of your wants to the formless substance. This is true, and you will see that in order to do so, it becomes necessary to relate yourself to the formless intelligence in a harmonious way. To secure this harmonious relation is a matter of such primary and vital importance that I shall give some space to its discussion here and give you instructions which, if you will follow them, will be certain to bring you into perfect unity of mind with the supreme power or God. The whole process of mental adjustment can be summed up in one word: gratitude. Everybody put in console gratitude. First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it by a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Let's go through that again. First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it by a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Many people who order their lives rightly in all other ways are kept in poverty by their lack of gratitude. Having received one gift from God, they cut their wires, which connect them with Him, by failing to make acknowledgement. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. And it is easy also to understand that the soul that is always grateful lives in closer touch with God than the one which never looks to Him in thankful acknowledgement. The more grateful we fix our minds on the Supreme when good things come to us, the more good things will come. We will receive, and the more rapidly they will come. And the reason simply is that the mental attitude of gratitude draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. It is a new thought to you that gratitude brings your whole mind into closer harmony with the creative energies of the universe. Consider it well, and you will see that this is true. The good things that you already have come to you along the line of obedience to certain laws. Gratitude will lead your mind out along the ways by which things come, and it will keep you in close harmony with creative thought and prevent you from falling into competitive thought. Gratitude alone can keep you looking toward the all and prevent you from falling into the error of thinking of the supply is limited, and to do that would be fatal to your hopes. There's a law of gratitude, And it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results you seek. The law of gratitude is a natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. The grateful outreaching of your mind and thankful praise to the supreme intelligence is a liberation of expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it is addressed, and the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and he will draw nigh unto you. That is a statement of psychological truth, and if your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in formless substance will be strong and continuous. The movement of the things you want will be always towards you. The movement of the things you want will be always towards you. Notice the grateful attitude that Jesus took. How he always seemed to be saying, I thank thee, Father, that thou hearest me. You cannot exercise much power without gratitude, for it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. But the value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting you more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot long keep from dissatisfied thought regarding things as they are. The moment you permit your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction upon things as they are, you begin to lose ground. You fix attention upon the common, the ordinary, the poor, the squalid, and the mean, and your mind takes the form of these things. Then you will transmit these forms or mental images to the formless, and the common, the poor, the squalid, and the mean will come to you. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior, and to surround yourself with inferior things. On the other hand, to fix your attention on the best is to surround yourself with the best, and to become the best. Let's read that again. To permit, another word for permit is to allow. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior, and to surround yourself with inferior things. Now, I really want you to think about that for a second, billionaires, as you think about what you think about. You think about what you think about. I mean, it's just a wonderful weekend. It's just here with Memorial Day weekend. But what have you been thinking about? Have you been thinking about the best? Or have you been thinking about inferior? Have you been focusing your attention on the negative? Focusing your attention on what other people say? I don't know. But to permit your mind to dwell means to stay there. To dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior, because that's what you're thinking about. And to surround yourself with inferior things. On the other hand, to fix your attention on the best is to surround yourself with the best and to become the best. So my question to you, billionaires, is are you fixing your attention on the best? The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention. We are of thinking substance too, and thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form or character of the best and will receive the best. Also, faith is born of gratitude. The grateful mind continually accepts good things, and expectation becomes faith. The reaction of gratitude upon one's own mind produces faith, and every outgoing wave of grateful thanksgiving increases faith. The person who has no feeding of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith, and without a living faith, you cannot get rich by the creative method. And we shall see in the following chapters. It is necessary then to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and to give thanks continuously. Let's read that again. It is necessary. Everybody putting down so necessary. It is necessary then to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, You should include all things in your gratitude. Do not waste a lot of time thinking or talking about the shortcomings or wrong actions of those in power. Their organization of the world has created your opportunity. All you get really comes to you because of them. Do not rage against corrupt politicians. If it were not for politicians, we should fall into anarchy and your opportunity will be greatly lessened. God has worked a long time and very patiently to bring us up to where we are in industry and government. And he is going right on with this work. There's not the least doubt that he will do away with plutocrats, trust magnates, captains of industry, and politicians as soon as they can be spared. But in the meantime, they are all very necessary. In the meantime, they are all very necessary. Now, being as I will say this, there's a great scripture that I always refer back to that simply says this, that all things are working together for my good. And it's just basically saying the same thing here, that they are all very necessary. They are all very necessary. Remember that they are all helping to arrange the lines of transition along which your riches will come to you, and be grateful. This will bring you into harmonious relations with the good in everything, and the good in everything will move towards you. This will bring you into harmonious relations with the good in everything, and the good in everything will move towards you. Now, being as I think this bodes us having a little discussion about this chapter of gratitude, and how I just truly believe there is some good in everything. Do you? And if we agree that there is some good in everything, then the question begs then that will we focus on that good or will we focus on anything else? If we can simply say, yes, there is some good in everything, and it really comes down to my perspective or how I look at this particular thing, will I look at the good that's in everything, or will I fix my attention on the bad? Fix my attention on the negative? Fix my attention on the evil? Fix my attention on whatever it is you want to call it? There is good in everything. And the good in everything will move towards you. Now, I really want you to just consider this and think about this just for a second. Just imagine for a moment that if the good in everything was to come upon you, although these same things other people could be having issues with, but what if the good in everything was to come upon you because you fixed your attention on the good in everything? This is the New Black Wall Street Book. I feel like having a marathon today. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put in a book like this, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace. You put in a book, we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator. Today we've been talking about gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. Just realize and say, you know what? I am going to give thanks for the good that's coming to my life. And then I realize that all things are working together for my good, so therefore I'm going to give gratitude for everything that is coming to my life. And if I continuously have an attitude of gratitude, appreciating what I do have, man, more is on its way. The good in everything. We invite you to join our book club. You can do that by simply going to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Financial literacy, personal development, investment education, business development each and every week. And we go through good quality books to help us change the way that we think. And therefore, we'll begin to change the way that we act. And then when we change the way that we act, we'll change our results. It all starts with you and I deciding that we're going to be the change that we want to see. Well, billionaires, I want to say thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. I'll probably be back with another episode because I really want to get to chapter 8. So tune back in a little bit here, but this is going to be our podcast here. We ask that you would subscribe and support this podcast with a small monthly donation to help us to sustain future episodes, to improve financial literacy within our community, and ultimately to help us to build the School of Wealth. If you're getting value out of something like this today, well, think about all the people that are connected to you who also need to get value out of what we're doing today. Well, billionaires, I want you to remember this, that it takes a village, and it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, people. Thank God for the good in everything. Thank God that that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
It's the new Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the new Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The new Black Wall Street.